The American dream capitalism is the basis of the American dream. And Disneyland represents that which is best of capitalism. Honestly, where can you sell something 20% higher than where you would normally sell it? The term the American dream was first used by James Turlough in the Epic of America. And it was stated to be a land in which life should be better and richer and fuller for everyone, with opportunity for each according to ability or achievement. Walt Disney was born a lower middle class citizen in Missouri, and he rose to the point where he was extremely wealthy and was able to create Disneyland, a place where other businesses could strive to be just as wealthy. Thank you.
Thank the fine speech department and Karen Medics program for putting these wonderful things together, and Halima Lucas last year. Well, I stand firmly negative on the resolution that Disneyland somehow represents the best of the American dream. It actually represents the best, and perhaps not even the best, of American fantasy and innocence. It has a rodent as its mascot. Rodents, I do believe, brought disease. This mouse stands straight. It used to be Steamboat Willie, who was a little bit of a rat and a conniver who actually looked somewhat like a mouse. They don't even have a cat to keep the mice under control at Disneyland. Mickey, I can tell you why. It's big bucks. Disney makes about $30 billion a year, which has nothing to do with the American dream. It has to do everything with American consumerism. Forever shall we raise our banner high. What banner are we raising? It's the banner of we need more stuffed animals that we're not going to give away to all the people who probably need them. So as you come out of the Pirates of the Caribbean, they're going to hit you with all those Johnny Depp toys. They even got rid of the Hall of Presidents, where we could look at Abe Lincoln and even think about something historical that may be part of the American dream, which is to have a chance at education and to make something of your life. So I stand firmly that Disneyland is not the best for the American dream.
It's already over.
I do have a question. First of all, just because well, what does Space Mountain have to do with the American dream?
Actually, you see, I believe the quote, or the thing we're supposed to be debating was, Disneyland overall represents the American dream, not a specific ride.
All right. I thought Jose Hernandez, though, represented the American dream in the sense of where is the educational aspect of Disneyland to teach children about the pursuit of how to go after their dreams? What about just having endless videos and DVDs that they watch over and over and over that are innocuous innocence, but don't really teach them the essence of how to get ahead in today's society?
You see, the American dream is about capitalism. Capitalism means making a lot of money. You want to be success in capitalism means Bill Gates. You see,
and Bill Gates was a mouseketeer.
Who became rich were mouseketeers and achieved success in the United States.
And what steroidic baseball player, when he won the MVP, said, I'm headed to Disneyland? I believe his name was Mark McGuire. And so do we want people, in terms of the kids of the world, to think about they can solve all their problems by simply going to the fantasy of Disneyland? Or how does it help create the American dream ended.
You seem to be avoiding the fact that the American dream deals with capitalism, not...
You're the one that brought that up. I think it was the
deals with
pursuit.
capitalism.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness was the American dream. So it was the idea that you would pursue what you could do regardless of your circumstance. It was about equal education. It was about a chance to free myself from former religions that were oppressive to me. How does Disneyland even introduce religion? It's an atemporal place. It looks like a facade. It's a facade of everything that the world could be in your dreams, but it doesn't represent the reality that the American dream is. It's about being able to be Bill Gates. How does Disneyland do that?
Oh my God. Oh
Disneyland opens up opportunities for many aspiring businessmen to become successful within their park. You see, where did companies like Coca-Cola or Pepsi are sold within Disneyland, which means smaller business owners can also open up within Disneyland.
But doesn't Disneyland set an agenda by all of its movies and its corporations and its selling of things to whitewash everything that you actually need to know to figure things out for yourself and pursue the American dream?
Are you suggesting that Walt Disney created something that was socialist? I mean,
if you're going to have $30 billion coming your way, you better have a plan as to how to do it. So if you think Disney is just about innocence, it actually has a lot about mind control and what they do with all of their wonderful things that they're selling you on and on and on endlessly.
Thank you. So we'll start with the closing statements and we'll start.
My opponent conceded the point that Disneyland opens up opportunities for businessmen. You can sell stuff in Disneyland for a higher amount than you can in the real world. Also, I would like to state that the American dream is not what he said. It's mostly about capitalism. For instance, it was supply and demand and private economy. Socialism is against America's every ideal. Communism is against America's every ideal. Why would we want to go in that aspect, and why would Disney want to create something that supports communism? Also, like I said, Disneyland also represents Walt Disney. Walt Disney started out as a lower middle class citizen who made a lot of money. That represents the American dream. Obviously, my point here says to create a land better and richer and fuller for everyone with opportunity according to ability or achievement. And I believe Walt Disney is a paragon of achievement. Thank you.
my God, it's hard to be put.
Hey. Well, I am here to argue that Disneyland is obviously about consumerism. And it is exactly consumerism that holds us down. It's money that we spend that we never needed to spend. When education at Bear Creek and every place, every fine institution that's out there gives people an opportunity to reach the goals, to dream beyond what their parents had, and therefore pursue things in life that is based on their talent and not based on the fact that I want this, Daddy, and I want this, and I want to buy that. No, I want that. And if you actually go to Disneyland, at the end of the day, people are burnt out. This is not the American dream. This is, I spent my wad there. This is what I'm talking about in terms of the American dream. I really think that Disneyland, for young people and young minds, it's a beautiful fantasy, but it is not reality. The best for the American dream are educational structures where youth, jazz orchestras where you can play your instruments. It is not mindlessly watching your DVDs of Cinderella over and over again. And even though Cinderella leaves her glass slipper there, the prince is not going to be going to the ghetto. When he lies as a wooden boy, when he becomes a human, what happens to him? He can now lie and get away with it. What is Disney really teaching us? I have a problem with a lot of the things about Disney, but I do enjoy the debate, and thank
All right.
Your teacher?
So the same way it went last time. For the affirmative, give a round of applause if you think the affirmative has won this debate.
Megan, applause for trying.
Mr. Meredith on the negative.